Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Professor, and today it is the 28th of March, and we are going to try very hard to summon an exalted class. Regardless of the market conditions being relatively bad for summoning, I would say one of the worst, given that a lot of Jewel will go to X-Jewel and Jewel on the Avalanche subnetwork. I do want to take a shot here. Shout out to Scarab for giving me the other half of what is needed to kind of summon a Dread Knight, right? So what I want to do is walk you through my thinking process as well as the calculation, and then we do actually summoning to see if we actually, go hard or just go home, right? And then basically cry. So on the left hand side and right hand side, these are the Sage and Dragoon that you need. And what I want to point out is basically genetics. It sounds a bit weird, but you need to basically look at it. So Sage and Dragoon here, but as you can also see, we have some mutations chances here. Advanced 1, Advanced 2, Basic 7, and Basic 8. It's all very exciting. And also on the Active 1, Active 2, there is a 37.5% chance to really get it there as well. And I can show you by going down here. So what I've been looking at to evaluate and convert everything here into the calculating is of course looking at the class, right? Because that's the most important one. So basically I start with like the worst of the worst. Like I can whiff around 24%, so 11% priest, wizard, warrior, archer, and pirate, right? And then I kind of like keep it at the same class on Dragoon and Sage right here. And then there's only a 7% chance on Dread Knight. And this is very, very low, and that's why the price between a Dread Knight and a Sage is so big. There's like literally impossible to find Sage with recessive 1 on Sage and Dragoon and vice versa. Even if you find one and the other one does not match, you just get 10% more in Sage or Dragoon. So it's not very worth it, given the price there is incredibly high. So the Sage and Dragoon market are quite saturated there. So what I'm also looking at is a little bit on stat boost here. Because if you look at the hero base stats between a Dragoon here, you have luck here, it's all like in the low 50s minimum, and a Sage like strength is 30, that one does not need it, so it's kind of like in the lower end, right? But if you look at a Dread Knight, well, everything starts in low 60s as well, but you can see it's a physical damage class as well. So when I look at the stat boost here, like luck is always great, agility is always good because it's kind of increase your DPS. Endurance, like magical resist, I would say quite speculative at the moment. But I'm also looking at Profession, because mining at this moment is very, very bullish. People are preparing their miners for CV, Crystal Veil, and Avalanche. So they are kind of stocking up, and then you can see it in the EV calculating at some point. But let me bring your attention to the active A1, A2, P1, and P2, as I like to call it, just to show you what I mean with like the probability. So you have an advanced 4 here at 37.5%, because one of my heroes already have one, but as you can see, there's an advanced 3 here as well. So it's like kind of 41% exactly to maintain an advanced in active 1. In active 2 just has the 37.5, and then passive 1 you have 14, because that's the mutation, and you're kind of like 22.7 basis points here, which is quite next to impossible. And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, is passive 2, where you have like 61% of keeping it advanced, but also if you go to elite, you have 14%. That's kind of yummy, right? So what does this mean actually when we go to the calculator here? So let me just pause the video and just get you to the calculator immediately. So here I have the probabilities all 4 events, like active 1, active 2, passive 1, passive 2, and basically like give it enter the probability in here, right? And then basically I'm looking like chance of all happening, not happening, of at least one happening, right? Like we can go a little bit more further, but I'm a bit lazy here. Like if you want 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, it's kind of like a bit more difficult to calculate. But what's important to know is like at least one happening is 92%. Chance of non-happening is 7.9%, and then all happening, like if you just get jackpot, right, like you get just 1.6% chance. So it's good to remember these ones, because if you like, I have an advanced already and I want to mutate a basic one to an advanced, like what is my probability to actually have at least one or both, right? Like, and now it's like a conjunction of 4 events here, because we are actually, when we look back, have 4 chances of getting an advanced, keeping an advanced, or move up to elite as well, or like have the probability of whiffing everything and then basically get a basic hero 0/0 priest, for instance, with only basic. That's kind of the worst, I would say. So That's on the probability chances. So let me just go to the EV calculator here, which I've been showing before. Now, let me just, I already pre-filled this one in, so you can see like the loss is around 1.27 joule. But if I enter the rarities, it is kind of up here. But let me show you first how I did it. So what I did was I took the floor prices of every single section. So we have floor, but that's basically 1 minus 1. So let me 100 minus the rest. So let me just start with the summoner, dragoon, sage, and dread knight. So I filled them in here accordingly to what I see, and then I have a desirable profession and a not desirable. So for the dread knight, I kind of keep it negligible. Sage and dragoon, however, there's a little bit more price discrepancy. So what I mean with desirable profession, it's mostly on the non-gardening ones. Also the minoring ones has a little bit more of a premium. So you can see it's 107 here and 77 here with 0 basic common, for instance. Summoner 1% chance and so forth. So you see all the EVs being added here. So the EV actually, when you hit Dread Knight 7% chance, you have an 86 joule. So that's where your main source of income actually comes from. So when I go up here, you see the floor, it's 55 for a miner and 30 for a non-miner. I actually was not aware of the 55 miner. You can see the EV value is 4.95 versus 4.5. So it's quite minimal, I would say. And then when you move to the rarities or green chance, blue chance, and then the advanced, this is a bit like a plug and play. I put the weight at 50%. I'm not really sure how the market will value this one. I don't even sure how to value it myself, right? I'm actually sandbagging on the DFK team releasing what actually advanced, elite, and transcendent means, right? I'm basically reverting the bug the Gen 0 had, the first 20 Gen 0s had for upcoming PvP tournaments or PvE quests, right? So once that's happening, I think the passes will be like a tier system, right? Like if you have a basic passive, it will be like base 5% extra to something, then advanced will be 10 maybe, or 12, and then elite 25 or transcendent 33, right? Like something like that. But if you also think the other way, what I think would be like an advancement is basically seeing them as like an advanced skill, as like an advanced hero, right? Like a ninja or summoner, and an elite skill like kind of a dragoon or sage, and then transcendent would be like a dread knight. That's how I would see it. But it's currently not very much valued in the market, but at such a high stake, like exalted versus I think it's called advanced, right? I just forgot what it's called. Elite exalted. When there's not a lot of supply, I think these ones will make a difference between you selling a lot. So last but not least, I look at the multiplier. So I just took the floor price of the one that I get the most, so dragoon and sage. I basically look at the floor value, right? So you can see the same 77, and I'm basically like, okay, what's a floor uncommon 0/0? What's a rare uncommon? What's a rare 0/0 and legendary and so forth? There's no mythic, so I just had to do it at 2K. I'm not really sure. Maybe I do 1500. Let's see what I get. 1500. It's like 11 difference. Still profitable though. So let's keep it at 1500 there, just for pessimistic sake. So, long story short, I'm gonna summon at this price. Thanks to Scarab. Shout out, big lad, great lad. Thanks so much for helping out. And I'm actually making a loss here directly, right? But you have to remember, this is at snapshot phase. This is the worst market condition, and I think it can go better. I'm also thinking from a theory like, okay, we have basically level 1 heroes at like from like a primary economic sector, like, you know, timber, oil, and so forth. And if I train this hero to like level 5 or level 10, it might be worth more, right? Like a secondary economic sector, like manufacturing and so forth. So I think over time, I will make this money back. Now, of course, this is very high risk because Jewel is at 8.7 right now, I think, USD. It might just plummet to 4, right? It might just go to $3, and because most people are more bullish on Crystal, for instance, right? You never know. But I think this is kind of the thrill of like summoning, but also having the rationality behind it, where you see like, okay, I make a calculated risk because my EV is kind of break even / losing. If you get an uncommon, you already are in the higher profits, I would say. And then, you know, if you get an elite class, that might be even more reasons for you to open up the champagne bottle. So with this, I'm going to pause this recording and actually go straight into the summoning. So bear with me, be right back, and you know, just grab your popcorn, or you know, get ready to laugh and get like a priest. Or what was it again? Maybe like an archer is 78 base, but let's get a Legolas, and then see an archer will be very disrespectful to me. But I do know I'm running hot before my last summons were quite good. I'm very lucky, I would say. So let's see what we get. But this will be one of my major high stakes calculated risk, and I love to share this with you. So I'm gonna show it play by play, basically my emotions when summoning as well. So bear with me. And welcome back. So I just put a Lesser Vigor Stone in there to get more vitality as well. So let's see what we get out of this one. Just double checking on 855. Yes. Alright, I think we can get started. Just thought for a second it was gone. Here we go. Okay. Not even where my smart contract went. 1 second. Alright, it's pending, so hopefully you can still hear my voice with these loud sounds. Oh boy, this is the highest risk I've ever done. I think the other one would be getting a legend, like getting a mythic wizard while I'm expecting a ninja. So it was quite unexpected, but yeah, I'm really hoping for a Dreddy. Or I'm hoping not to whiff, so I'm not really sure what to expect here. Let's just check if I'm recording. I am recording. So let's open up this one, and then, oh boy, I don't know what to expect here. Let's get ready here. Let's go. Can't look, ladies and gentlemen. It's 0.0691. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I'm not sure. It's $8, 8.7 jewel, so kind of like threw 1k at it. But let's see what we get. Yes, I hear the sound. Where is it? Where's my priest? Where's my archer? Hello? Hello? Hey, last time I was streaming, I got the same thing. I don't know what's going on. So how do I do this? Oh man. It's really trolling me, isn't it? Alright, let's see what we get. Ready descending. No, we got a wizard. We got a wizard. Oh, we whiffed. Oh my god. It's a legendary though, but we go. Oh my, we whiffed it. We whiffed hard here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I don't wanna see what's in here. We whiffed. It was 20% chance. Ronnie, you better have good genes, my friends. Let's see what you got. You got one advanced. Not even an elite. You got a dragoon recessive one. Oh, that is a pain. That is a pain indeed. Let's see what we can fetch for these ones actually. Ooh, I feel sad. Should I feel sad? Let's see what we get. For a legendary floor with 1 advance. Actually, this is the wrong way to actually check for. Maybe it's better to scale with DFK analytics here. Mighty website to show initially everything. So let's see the rarity, legendary, and then I want to see. Okay, let's give me the floor. Floor 105. But let's see. This is already advanced here. So 115, I would say. Maybe wizard 120. Do you have okay? Yeah, okay, between 125. So lost. Let's say like 40 jewel. But man, I was really hoping for a Sage. I really was hoping for Dragoon. Damn, that was pretty bad. Anyway, this was a calculated risk. As you can see, it was 24% chance actually to get a floor. So it's actually not that low. 8% chance to get a wizard. So I said priest, I said archer, but I got wizard instead. So very unlucky, but it is what it is. So happy it's a legendary because it was like 3% chance, and we got ourselves an advanced 1 on the passive 2. Yeah. So what basically means like all these whiffed, which is 37.5% chance. So unfortunately not only in leads, but it is what it is. I'm a bit sad about my 1 summon here. Because this sage has like 3 advanced, but will be a beast in PvP and it's mining as well, so it should be good. Anyway, I'm going to sign off and hopefully don't cry too much because it is what it is. Still not super disappointed with this result because it could be worse with the common, for instance. So anyways, this was Professor and I'm signing off and have a great day.